Salvete griffins, all stand up. Let's warm up our voices. Let's start by singing, ooh, here you go. Ooh, ooh, Nice job! Pretend you're calling for your shoe. Shoo, here you go. Shoo, 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 shoo. All sit down. Very nice. Would you say hello to my friend, Mr. Hobie? Hello, hello, Hobie. Will you pick your hands up and pretend that you are holding Mr. Hobie also? 3, 2, 1. Do you have a Hobie in your hands? Great job. We're going to pretend like our lungs are like Mr. Hobie. I want you to inhale through your nose when Hobie expands and exhale through your mouth when he gets small. Ready? In through your nose. Here we go. Breathe slow. Can you make it really silent? Last time. Nice job. I like to get started with Hobie every day when we're in school together because this prepares our lungs to take deep, slow breaths, which you need when we're singing all the time. Will you say, bye-bye, Hobie? All right, kindergartners, here's another really fun way to warm up our voices. Let's follow Mr. Snail's trail. He's been all over the place today. Ready? On an ooh, here you go. Ooh. Can you follow Mr. Snail's trail backwards? Start over here. Ready? Here you go. Ooh. Nice job. You know, my mom made me a Mr. Snail. Would you like to see it? She is really good at sewing, and so she made me a Mr. Snail. Let's sing the Snail Snail song. Ready, here you go. Snail, 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 snail. Go around and round and round. Snail, 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 snail. Go around and round and round. Nice job. This is one of my favorite things I have in my classroom, and my mom sewed it for me. Doesn't he look so happy? He looks like he's ready for a nap, don't you think? Let's put him down where he can get some sleep. Will you sing Snail, Snail with me one more time and show the motions? Ready, here we go. Snail, 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 snail. Go around and round and round. Snail, 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 snail. Go around and round and round. You know, that song reminds me a little bit of a song we talked about last week, and a place named Shiloh. Will you sing Bounce High with me? I'm going to give you a second to go find something that looks like Shiloh's ball. Now, usually in my classroom, I have a giant beach ball that would use for this song, but it's in storage right now while my classroom is being built. Why don't I use this little guy instead? Is there something that you have in your house that is either a ball or something round or a sphere or something that looks like this, or maybe a beach ball or a bouncy ball or something you could use for bounce high, bounce low? Go find it in your house right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to be in singer's position in 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Do you have your item? Ready, here you go. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. I have a brand new song to teach you today. I might have talked about it last time, or maybe not, but it's called That's a Mighty Pretty Motion. Would you tap your shoulders like this with spider fingers while I sing it? Ready, here I go. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. Rise, sugar, rise. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. Rise, sugar, rise. So there are two different kinds of motions we're going to do in this song. The first one is pretty, and the second one is poor. When you hear pretty, I want your body to make a motion that matches the music. Let's sing the song showing a pretty motion that matches the music. Here we go. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. Rise, sugar, rise. Now, when you hear poor, I want your motion to be something that does not match the music. Watch what I do. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. Rise, sugar, rise. Were you able to do that too? Okay, let's sing the song. Anytime you hear pretty, you have to do a motion that matches the music. And when you hear poor, do something that does not match the music. Ready, here you go. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. Rise, sugar, rise. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. Rise, sugar, rise. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty pretty motion, dee-dee-dee. Rise, sugar, rise. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. That's a mighty poor motion, dee-dee-dee. Rise, sugar, rise. All right, my silly griffins, that was a really fun way to move our bodies, wasn't it? Did you do a pretty motion that matched the music and a poor motion that did not match the music? Excellent. Will you do a silent celebration? 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Do you know what song we're going to sing next? Get out your pretend hammer. Get out your shoe. Ready, here you go. Cobbler, cobbler, mend my shoe. Get it done by 2:30. 2:30 is at the door. Get it done by 4:30. Do you remember what time 2:30 is? Let's sing the song one more time and see if you can think what time 2:30 might be. Ready, here you go. Cobbler, cobbler, mend my shoe. Get it done by 2:30. 2:30 is at the door. Get it done by 4:30. Here's our clock. Let's see. Cobbler, cobbler, mend my shoe. Get it done by 2:30. If this is 2 and we're going to halfway past 2, that would be halfway between 2 and 3. So that would be 2:30, wouldn't it? Get it done by 2:30. 2:30 is at the door. That means 2:30 is right now, and you're not done. Get it done by 4:30. So 4:30, or halfway between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock, is 4:30. Nice job. So this person wants their shoe done by 2:30, but the cobbler wasn't able to get it done that fast. So they said, why don't you get it done by 4:30 instead? Will you sing Cobbler, Cobbler with me? Ready, here you go. Cobbler, cobbler, mend my shoe. Get it done by 2:30. 2:30 is at the door. Get it done by 4:30. I hope you learned a little bit about time and what 1/2 means. That is one of my most favorite songs, Cobbler, Cobbler. I can't wait to sing a new song with you next time in music, and I hope that you will play That's a Mighty Pretty Motion with you and your siblings or your friends or your cousins or someone in your house, and you will be a little bit silly today. Until next time, Volete Griffins. Bye-bye.